My name is Yukito Yukishima. There is a filthy rich girl at my high school.
It's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Her name is Reika Jojima, daughter of the president of a major company. And don't talk to the window as soon as you get to school, you pervert. She sits next to me.
I'm actually talking to you, my dear commoner.
Don't call me a commoner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I say middle class?
It's same.
Shouldn't you be flattered? You're getting a morning greeting from me, the noble lady.
Noble lady?
I am noble.
She's loaded, a narcissist. I don't like her being egoist every day. She probably doesn't like me either, because I was always so lethargic.
Why do you always look so gloomy?
None of your business. I'm not trying to be gloomy.
It's like a cloudy sky all the time.
Stop it.
The sun don't peep out. It don't rain.
Stop it!
I'm a happy person, so I don't understand you.
I'd be a little happier if you weren't next to me.
Oh, you mean to say that you feel miserable because you are too small to have me next to you?
You really have a happy head, don't you?
Well then, Reika. See you after school. Yes, I'll be waiting for you. Do you want to come too?
No, thank you.
Are you sure? I'm inviting you to a restaurant that a commoner like you would never be able to afford.
I'm sorry, but I don't like to be treated by others. If I want to go, I'll go by myself.
You're not an honest person.
Shut up! What fun are you the one having? What's the point of being so generous to others?
It's a privilege for rich to be generous to others. Those with power should make the people around them happy too.
I don't like you.
I don't like gloomy people like you either.
I don't care. She is always arrogant. She is always positive. Her attitude is fulsome and annoying. She probably never imagined in her wildest dreams that she would fall. Yeah, she would probably never thought.
I will work for you from today, my master. Me! Don't smirk! You're making me angry!
She would have never thought the day would come when I would hire her as an exclusive maid in my own home. Yeah, I guess she would never. It's been 3 years?
Yes. I didn't think we would meet like this, but how did I come to this?
It can't be helped. Your father's company is in financial trouble.
I don't care if I have to go to work as a result. I was wondering where I got hired, and it turns out to be your house.
Interesting coincidence, isn't it?
I mean, you were such a rich man.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought you were just a commoner.
Watch your mouth, commoner. No, middle class?
I'm not a commoner. Your evil personality hasn't changed at all.
It's been 3 years since we graduated from high school. We are now both 20 years old and grown up. Naturally, she was not a friend of mine, and we did not keep in touch with each other until today. However, I heard about her company, which is a big company in its own right from time to time, especially among wealthy people like us. So I knew that her life had been getting tougher for a while. I knew that eventually she would have to go to work herself. You must have a hard time. It's tough now, but it will get better. Your father is a good man.
You...
Until then, you're at my beck and call. Work hard, my maid. Here you are.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is this? It's a mop.
Why am I doing this?
I'll tell you why. Because I am your master and you are my maid.
Why, of all places, would my father introduce me to the worst place to work as his maid? I'd rather find a job by myself.
You're being treated well, so don't complain. You were on the verge of being evicted from the house you were living in.
Well...
We'll give you a place to stay and even food.
Well, certainly.
You're the one who's going to make the food, though.
Shoot. There are no other maids? Your house is so big.
No.
Why?
I mean, you're the first one I've hired.
What?
That's why I don't have any know-how. Don't expect me to have the knowledge of training you or anything like that.
What is it, really?
And so, her maid work began, and so on.
All good.
Not all good.
What?
Wring water out of the mop.
If you're gonna wring it out, why wet it?
Are you serious about that? I knew it, but she's awful. She's not cut out to be a maid. Listen to me, you have to wring water out like this. So make sure to match the edges tightly, and be careful not to make it uneven.
Keep up the good work.
You are the one who should do it! Just in case, have you ever cooked before?
If you think I have, you're underestimating me.
I'm sure you can find a lot of information if you look it up on your phone. So I'm just going to go with what you can find.
Ah! This looks delicious.
Let me see.
Delivery.
I told you to make it, you silly.
Yum! Yummy! It tastes even more delicious after work, isn't it?
Did you do any work? Cleaning, cooking, laundry. I can't get her to do any of them. She's lived her whole life without doing anything, you ex-rich girl.
Are you sure?
What?
I honestly don't think it would be beneficial for you to hire me as a maid.
What? You're aware of that?
You're really annoying, aren't you?
I don't care. You can learn housework slowly. Or do you want to get fired?
What?
Well, that's not good for you. You have to think of your position.
Darn! I don't like the feeling of being held by the reins.
I'm actually holding the reins. I'm your owner.
I'm exhausted. Oh, it's from Father. Hello, Father? Yes, I managed to finish the first day. But I haven't been able to work much. But that's not the point. Did you know about my workplace? This place you introduced me to is the home of a former classmate of mine. What? Good morning.
Good morning. You're early.
I'm a maid, after all. I don't intend to wake up later than my master.
I'm impressed. You've learned a little bit about hierarchy on the second day. Oh, what's this? She doesn't say anything back to me? What's wrong with her?
I heard it from my father.
What?
He told me that you went out of your way to call my house and hired me. Why?
Nothing. As you can see, I have a big house and no housekeeper. I hired you because I needed one.
Looking at it, there has been gone for quite a long time for not having any maids. You yourself have perfect housekeeping skills. And why did you hire me now? And why would you hire someone like me who has no housekeeping skills as a maid?
It's none of your business.
Well, moreover, it seems that you have invested a lot of money in my father's company.
It's the money from your part-time job.
You're not an honest person, are you?
No way! You're just trying to make me out to be a good person.
I owe you a favor. I will repay you for it.
It doesn't matter. There's not much you can do for me anyway.
Ugh, you really have a bad character, don't you?
I knew you had to be like that.
I've been wondering about...
Yes?
It's good that you don't have a single housekeeper. What about your family?
I have a father.
You don't live with him?
Not exactly, but he hardly ever comes home. He's always traveling around abroad.
Since for a long time?
Well, yes.
Even more so. Didn't you think of hiring a housekeeper?
I did at first, but I got tired of it. I fired them all.
Why did you do that?
There are many things you don't need to know.
Alright. It's kinda lonely.
It's nothing. I'm used to it. What? What the hell suddenly?
It's a maid's duty to relieve her master's loneliness.
Don't treat me like a child. I'm not. Shoot.
Don't worry. I'll be with you for a while.
I told you I'm fine.
But instead, you just let me do it to you?
Shut up.
I'm a maid. Why don't you use me as your dog's body for your shopping?
I can't. Your face is well known. It would be a shame if you were kidnapped for ransom or something.
I don't even have the money to pay me now.
Exactly.
Have you ever encountered anything like that before?
I used to have it in the past.
Is that so?
Various people came to me. They were all after my father's money. All adults were trying their best to make me, who was still in elementary school, beg for money. No one is looking at me. They were all looking at my father. I hated everything. I hated my father and his money, and I didn't have any value other than my father's money. That's why I didn't want to spend money as much as possible. His money, his power. I thought that living alone without spending anything was proof that I can be myself. But in the same class, there was someone who was the complete opposite of me. I didn't like that person at all, but I was envious of her.
I wonder who you are talking about.
I don't know. I really wanted to be like that person. I wanted to be a person who can fully enjoy own environment, not fight against it. I couldn't be though. This is my personality. So at least one thing, I wanted to imitate her.
Imitate her?
Yeah, you're right.
It's a privilege for rich to be generous to other. Those with power should make the people around them happy too.
She said something like that. Even if there is nothing in it for me, if I have the power, I think it would be good to be generous to at least one other person. If it makes that person happy, even if only a little.
No way! So, are you talking about me?
I didn't say it was about you.
You're not being honest to the last degree.
That's right. I'm not honest. I hated you. I was jealous of you. I was envious of you. And, to be honest, I liked you. And 3 months have passed. Her father's company is picking up again. And all is smooth sailing.
How do you like it?
It's okay. She was still my maid. Hey, I always wanted to say...
Yes?
Well, your father's company is fine now, so you don't have to keep being my maid.
I told you, as a rich, it is my duty to make those around me happy.
I think it takes a little more time to call yourself rich again.
It's not just about having money to be a rich. What is important is whether or not you are spiritually fulfilled. There are people in front of me who are not fulfilled, even if they have money.
Ugh.
I will spend the rest of my life making you happy.
You really don't have a problem saying embarrassing things.
You're not being too honest. How many times have you told me you love me? Well, I have told you I love you more than 50 times.
3 times?
I'm sorry, 2 times only.
I love you.
Actually, it was 3 times. Now it's 4 times.
Darn you!